Itchy? Bitty? Baby. Hot.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Treat Petite. I'm Selena. Today we are going to be making a Harry Potter inspired baby bodysuit. These cookies were used for a baby shower and I think they turned out kind of cute. This is also a really simple cookie which is perfect for beginner cookie decorators. So let's get started. The cutter I'm using for these cookies is from a Wilton baby set. There's a link in the description box below where you can buy these cookie cutters. To start this cookie, we are first going to outline and flood the bodysuit in a pale golden yellow color. I'm using a stiffer outline on this cookie and filling with a pretty runny flood consistency. You don't need to do this, but when I started making these cookies, for some reason, I chose to flood with a bottle instead of a bag. I have a really hard time squeezing icing bottles, so I usually use a really runny icing in them for that reason. So for runny icing, you're going to need a stiffer outline to make kind of a dam to keep the icing from running off your cookie. Of course, after one or two cookies, I remembered how much I hate bottles and decided to switch to a bag. I just transferred the icing from the bottle into a bag, so I ended up with a really runny icing. What you can do is just use a 15-second consistency icing instead and use the same icing for flooding and outlining. Use your scribe tool or toothpick to help smooth out your icing. Runny icing also tends to hold more air bubbles than thicker flood icing. So use your toothpick or scribe tool to pop any air bubbles that rise to the surface. Now you need to let your cookie dry or crust before moving on. Next, I'm using a 15-second consistency red to add the Harry Potter scar. I'm not sure if I drew this scar correctly, but I think it's pretty close. Let the red crust or dry completely, and then we will add the glasses. I'm not very good at piping freehand circles, so I've made a little template to trace the circles before I pipe them. I'm just using an edible ink marker to do this. I'm using a stiffer black icing for the glasses. Since the red scar is not flush with the base color, it's a little difficult to get the glasses to sit perfectly, but it will work. If you use a stiffer flood icing on the base of the cookie, it will have more support for a wet-on-wet technique. I'd recommend adding the scar using a wet-on-wet technique, so your glasses are easier to add and will look cleaner on the final product. This didn't really work out for me since I used such a runny flood base color. To finish these cookies, I'm just going to add a simple border in the same black that I used for the glasses. It's just stiff enough to hold a clean line. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more cookie videos, please click the subscribe button. To see more of Treat Petite, you can follow me on social media, and as always, thanks for watching!